Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sense of Humor podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. We're your hosts, Tyler or Multimite, and Phantom Voyager or Travis.
Hello, everybody.
How we doing? Oh, excuse me. How are we doing today? I realized you got out pretty. Would you say you got out earlier than normal, or?
Normally we get out at about 5 o'clock my time, but I got out at exactly 5. So,
Oh, nice. So yeah, okay. Cause yeah, I don't know. I thought you would get out like later, or maybe that's just some days, or maybe I'm losing my mind. But yeah, no, it's good to see you again. It's good to be back into the podcast because, quite frankly, this is like my therapy session of the week. So
it is
yeah,
a very relaxing, end of the week, like something to look forward to that's calming and relaxing, because then, after being on our feet all day, all week, we get to sit down for a whole hour and just talk with someone that's a good friend.
well, yeah, and on top of that, like some people go out to bars, some people go out to clubs, whatever have you. And like this kind of in a way is like our version of like, hanging out at one of our houses and just yeah, like you said, talking and gaming or whatever else. Just like another weekend in person in a way, but yeah.
So, is there anything you'd like to talk about for like small talk or anything that's sticking out to you?
So not really in terms of like big things. Like, I mean, well, some of it will revolve around the topic, but I guess the thing I can share, um, last night, I got some things set up, and my brother helped me stream like a 16-minute test run on my PC. I was playing some Fortnite and played a match, lost, obviously. Because it is so weird to go from mouse and keyboard to controller after all these years. Like, especially for Fortnite. Like, that was such a bizarre thing. Like, it shouldn't be that bizarre, especially considering, like, since I've played the game for so long. But yeah, it's like relearning it all over again in a way. Like, just relearning controls and stuff, which I'm excited for because, like, uh, I mean, you and I both know after playing together for so long and getting in like PC lobbies, like people are just crazy good on keyboard for some reason, and
Oh yeah.
just I don't know. I don't think I'll get to that point, but it will be nice to shift over at some point. But yeah, no, I had my first stream. It was just a test run, so like nothing big or anything. Um, but welcome to the big leagues, says the one without the PC. But um yeah, no, I don't know. I'm pretty excited and I'm ready. I'm ready to kind of take that next step. But
That's pretty exciting though. It's something I've always
yeah,
wanted to do is get one, but I just
no
don't
for
have the
sure.
time for it now. But whenever I do, I'm definitely gonna get one.
No, you definitely should too. Like especially like that one night at Gary's house when we were all gaming for his birthday, and he like helped you set up Steam and everything, played Gary's mod and Scriblio and all that. Like that would be so
Scriblio
much
is
fun.
so much fun. Gary and I would play that in class.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, I loved doing that. That was so much fun. But yeah, well, I hope our whole group gets there, including Andrew, who's in the chat right now. He says he's getting there, and I hope he does soon. Because again, I'd love for all of us to kind of get at that point. There's a lot of great PC exclusive games right now out there, and I would love to play them with guys. But yeah, that's all I got. How about yourself?
Um, let's see. Not much. Well, technically, yeah, because yesterday while we were playing, I got a job offer. with Bass Pro Shops to work with their boats
Oh,
and
that's right.
to do stuff with boats and stuff over there and work in the store and everything. Um, so that's an opportunity that I have. She called me yesterday and asked if I was available for an interview today. She called me yesterday asking if I could come in, and I can't because I'm in a completely different state right now. But
Yeah.
sh yeah, so she's understanding. So she told me just to come by whenever I come down, and we'll go from there. But it's pretty exciting that Bass Pro Shops reached out to me in that for that because
Yeah, I
I
know.
love to go fishing, I love to go hunting and all that stuff. So it's cool to have like a store that you used to always go to as a kid, like hit you up for an interview to work for them, and it's just like a cool surreal experience.
For real. And I mean, honestly, I would love something like that, but with art. Like, I would no, I would love nothing more than to like find a job that's related to something I like. Like, heck, I wouldn't even mind working in a place that had like comic books or other pop culture. Like, I think at one point I've applied at both what was it? I think I applied at a was it a Hot Topic? It might have been Hot Topic or I don't know. It was one of those pop culture stores. Like it was a while back before I got my current job. But
Mhm.
yeah, one of the reasons why I did that was because I wanted to, be involved with something that I enjoyed. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll do that at some point. Maybe I'll be like, yeah, I want to be a manager of like a comic book store. That would be cool. Even if I'm not like, actually like manager or something. Like I mean, I don't know. Something related to what I like. Like I mean, that's the whole reason I try and do the streaming thing is cuz I want to, make that my career at some point if that's possible. Whether or not it is, like, I'll still like on and off, not all eggs in one basket, try it until, something else comes in my way or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's fair though.
Yeah.
Like
Um
anything's really possible if you put your mind to it, honestly.
True, true. And honestly, I wanna preface this pretty well too though. Like surround yourself with people like Travis here for me. Like him rooting me on as I'm doing this. Like I don't say it enough, but like just thank you. Like,
Hmm.
you and my friend, he's actually leaving the job that we both worked at where I met him and everything. He's leaving soon. So that kind of sucks. But he's getting a new job opportunity and everything. But like he was telling me, he's like, bro, like just pursue, like what you're already doing. Like, just keep putting yourself out there, keep like working hard for it, and eventually you'll get there. Like, or, whatever I find, it'll be as good or rather better than like where I currently work. Cause like I mean, I don't want to, crap on my job, but it's not like the best thing in the world. So
Yeah,
I
I
am
can
just lucky
relate.
enough. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a job and everything. It's just, sometimes it sucks being in a place that you're not exactly at your best, like both emotionally or physically or whatever it is. Like it's just, I don't know. I really want to get there at some point though. Said that so many times, and that's just because it's the truth. Like, I really, you know, I mean, I have other plans if, things don't go exactly as planned, but overall, I would love nothing more than to pursue that. But enough of my blabbering. Any more small talk from you?
Um, Not really. Just talked to my boss about, me moving down and everything, and he's willing to hold on to my box until like I'm officially ready to move down, and it's pretty nice of him to be able to do that for me. So,
Yeah, that is pretty
but
nice.
but oh, I shocked my boss like with my
What?
work. Because like at the end of the day, we had like 45 minutes until we could go home, and I was like, hey, just real quick, can I just like pull my truck in and do my oil change? It's past due by like 300 miles. I want to like just get it done. And he goes, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you get it done at exactly 5 o'clock. I go, okay, you got it. And I go over, I grab my truck, I pull it in, I lift it up, everything, blah, blah, blah. I get all the way done, and I get it done within 30 minutes, or maybe 29, somewhere around there, but like, I get it done quick. And he sees me washing my hands and punching out at the computer, and he's like, wait, are you done? I go, yeah, you said get done quick, so I got done quick. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. Well, have a nice night. I was like, yeah, you too. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably like, oh man, I'm gonna lose one of our best workers, like quickest workers.
And granted, I have a 2015 Chevy Silverado, so it's not it's a small car, like it's a big truck, but
Yeah, admittedly, I'm not a fan of working on big trucks. I mean, I'm not saying I hate trucks. I just don't like working on them. Because for us, I don't know if we just ill prepared in terms of tools or whatever, or, well, honestly, I wouldn't put it past the company that I work for. Like, it feels like they cheap out on us on everything. So, but you guys probably have like the necessary tools to get it done quicker and everything.
yeah. Well, well, we have a Snap-on truck that comes by, so I just buy all my tools. So like I have tools, but they're my tools.
Oh
So
yeah, that's
whatever,
right.
so
So
whatever I need, I just get myself.
there you go. Yeah. I think one of my coworkers does that too. Like he has a truck too. He has like a GMC or something.
Hmm.
He has like his own, not his like fully owned set of like toolbox or whatever, but something along the lines of that. But today's topic, it's not necessarily like a solid topic, so no like specific, and it's kind of like small talk and everything because it's just current events in terms of pop culture. I figured we'd like do a rundown of everything pop culture before the month ends, like get our first like current events episode of this year in or whatever.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so I mean most of it's probably Marvel if I'm to be
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah.
Like so obviously there's the Super Bowl. It's coming up soon. And supposedly that's going to drop the full-length trailer for Doomsday. And according to the Russo brothers, not recently, but like a little bit ago, they stated that the trailers that have been sent out are not trailers, but rather little stories to be told. Like, we need to pay attention, is what they said.
Hmm.
And that there's
Okay.
stories being told to get us ready for the movie or trailer. So that's kind of exciting, but
So it's
yeah,
like so it's a full trailer, but we need to pay really close attention. Okay.
yeah, and I think there
That can be
was
pretty hard to do during a Super Bowl because you can't pause it. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I mean, so I was thinking about it, like, because each trailer supposedly has a message or symbol to them. So for the Captain America one, Cap has his baby.
Yep.
And then the
Or
second one is Thor, and he has his daughter, whose name is Love. And then the third one is the X Men, and it's about Magneto and Professor X, and Magneto's talking about death. And then the last one was the Wakandans with the Fantastic Four. Now, that one doesn't quite make or have a clear message or pattern that I can tell, but so first one, Steve Rogers with his kids, so that's life. The second
yep.
one is about his daughter, whose name is Love, and he expresses his love for said daughter. So I believe the symbolism of that trailer is love. So life, love, and then Magneto literally on the nose with it, death. So love or life, love, death, and then I don't know. I cannot tell what the one about the Wakandans were. I think it's afterlife or something like because I think that's was it Shuri that was. I need to rewatch that trailer. I feel bad for not.
It was Shuri and the Mountain Tribe people.
Oh yeah,
Um,
M'Baku,
yeah,
the
M'Baku.
gorilla clan.
Yeah, and then it was Ben that dropped in. Like he dropped in kind of like how Hulk does, just like drops on the ground, and he was just I don't remember what he said, but I think he just said hi, my name is Ben or something like that.
Yeah, I think M'Baku gives him like a or not professional, but like a traditional greeting, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, Ben Grimm from Ansley Street or something like that, like from
Like his
New York or
universe.
whatever."
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm pretty confused on all that to be honest. Like, I mean,
My best guess is like maybe like Ben showed up to like maybe like Ben like they're the first people that because like Ben and all of them flew or my best guess is like after you know he takes Franklin and they chase him down. They ended up following him from their universe into this universe, and then they probably end up splitting up for some reason. Or Richard comes up with a plan, and then they split and find him. That's my best guess, but
yeah. And I mean, honestly, after thinking about it, like, I don't know, what would the message? Yeah, I think Shuri was talking about afterlife, though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but and maybe I'll even go back and watch it real quick. But it's like because it's short and everything.
hmm
But I really want this trailer, just a glimpse of Doom. I know, in a
I want to see
way,
his face.
I know, right? So I was talking with it to my friend at work, and we were talking about how like what is the core premise of the film? Because I'll admit I have a big doubter in the film at work too. Like literally every other TikTok that has Doomsday involved, those guys that are like, "Oh, this'll bomb like bad." It's like, dude, why are you being such a Debbie Downer right now? Like, can't we just like be
hmm
excited for the film and move on? But
Right.
yeah, so I have a couple of doubters at work and everything. I'm excited for the film. I don't care if it's messy. Quite frankly, so was Endgame. Endgame was a little messy, but you know what? I loved every second of it, and I'm probably in the minority in saying this. I think it's better than Infinity War. I like Endgame way more than Infinity War, or not way more, but pretty like a decent amount more than Infinity War. So like that, the Mjolnir, like Cap picking up Mjolnir scene alone just makes it just one of the best. So I mean, the portal scenes was
That
cool
was
too,
pretty
but
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
I know fans have been waiting a long time to see him pick up the hammer. So
Oh yeah, like ever since Age of Ultron, and I'm sure like comic book fans even before that, like back when like in the comics Cap was worthy to pick up Mjolnir. But yeah, no, so when we were talking about it though, before I was rudely interrupted talking about like the trailers and everything. So there's been some leaks that leaks, or rather rumors, I should say, of leaks that the start of the film will open with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in his own world, watching it slowly get destroyed, and he's fighting with so him and Doc Ock team up fighting the X-Men. That is the current rumored like
hmm
opening scene, which honestly sounds insane. Like I mean, it doesn't specifically say the X-Men, but it says he's fighting Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And I'm like, bro. Like that would be legendary. OG versus OG. Like I mean, obviously I'd prefer them to team up. But then that led me to a theory of my own when we were discussing it was that I think Doom will go to each of these worlds and pin them against each other, make them fight each other by giving them reasons to fight each other, like saying stuff like, they're trying to destroy your world for the safety of their own, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But really, his main goal is to get to Franklin, and Franklin will be the key to him creating battle worlds and maybe even just reimagining his own world in his image. So, and my thoughts is that's the reason why he looks like RDJ Iron Man. He's not actually Iron Man, but he's Victor Von Doom disguising himself as Tony Stark to get the main universe's trust. He's like, and maybe he does it to other worlds too. Like maybe he'll disguise as a mutant in the X-Men universe. And then I think the Fantastic Four, though, probably know the full truth. Kind of like what you were saying, like how Ben Grimm probably will fall in like Hulk did in Infinity War, and he'll be the guy to warn everybody about the truth. But everyone will be fighting each other because, they believe that, survival of the fittest, they have to fight each other for their worlds in order to save them. And according to my friend who does read the comics, he says that's practically what happens in Secret Wars, the comic. So, I don't know. That sounds like the most, in my mind at least. This could be a complete mess to other people, which I wouldn't blame them. Like, it's somewhat of a stretch to me too, but I'm excited either way, even if I'm wrong or not. Like, honestly, I just want to know Doctor Doom's motives right now. Like, that's the thing I really want to know. Like, why is he doing what he's doing? Like, that's what makes me excited. What is his motive? What is his drive? Like, what is his end game? Like, his end game? His end goal at the end.
Like his thrill. Yeah, like what's he trying to achieve, accomplish, and yeah. Makes me really wonder, because like I don't know. I mean, all I really know is that he just wants to create like his own perfect, armor around the world universe. So
Yeah,
kind of
and
hard.
I mean, honestly, like oh man, dude, like even just talking about it, I'm so stoked. Like I don't remember when the Super Bowl is. I think is it February 5th or something?
It might be. I'm
The
not
the
really.
Super Bowl's typically on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's
So
always on a Sunday. I know that, but I
when
don't know
okay,
what
let me
Sunday.
look it up real quick while you discuss a little bit more. But yeah, because I'm
Okay.
interested to hear some more of your thoughts.
I saw one where it has to do with Bully Maguire. I don't care. I'm always gonna call him Bully Maguire. It's just how I call him. Um, I love you, Toby, but or Bully Maguire to me. Anyway, so I've always seen like ones where he'll be working with the TVA and going through different timelines to help and save the universe with the TVA. So like him, I guess that would like ensure like he's working with like Deadpool, because Deadpool works for the TVA and so does Wolverine. But that could also lead to him fighting Wolverine as well. So
Yeah, and I mean that's the question, right? Like maybe people are wrong about Toby and or you know what? What if worlds are already being destroyed because of something Doom is doing and one of
mhm.
them was Toby Maguire Spider-Man's like world, which A would be kind of sad cuz he might have
Very
a daughter and wife, But what if Loki and or Deadpool and Wolverine pull him into like the TVA to save him, and they pull other heroes from their worlds to save him, so that way they can help in the fight against Doom. And then like maybe Toby originally like he'll see like someone like Wolverine as a threat, so like his spider sense will go off, and that's the fight that people are talking about. So it won't be against the X-Men, but it'll be against the just against Wolverine for like a second until like Loki and Deadpool explain to him like, hey, like calm down, like we're here to help. Like we're sorry your world was destroyed, but we need to gather our forces and we need to stop this guy that will destroy other worlds too. But like, knowing Toby, he kind of like gets low. I mean, every Spider-Man, they'll get low when something that bad happens to them. Like they won't necessarily turn evil, or they won't, excuse me, they won't like,
They won't go dark side. Yeah, they'll
yeah,
just
exactly. They'll just
get
kind of
us
like,
to.
exactly. They'll kind of just like sit still, do nothing, like kind of give up. Kind of like what Andrew did at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at the start, or
Mhm.
Toby with Uncle Ben, and even Mary Jane, and like all those things that like motivate them to do what they do. Like seeing that gone will probably demotivate him. It'll be like, I just want my home back or something. So maybe like Toby will be kind of this like hopeless hero for a little bit, but then like he'll see other people are suffering, and that like that phrasing, like with great power comes great responsibility, just like gets in his mind, and he's like, like I know what I need to do, and he'll go in and help the heroes, fight off Doom, or maybe even just like warn them about Doom. Because again, Doom is the very clear villain. Like it's called Doomsday, and I have a hard time believing, that Doom will be anything other than a villain. Like I mean, I could see him being like a twist hero, like maybe he is doing it for the greater good, but at the
Just
same
doesn't
time,
realize it. Yeah.
yeah, like at the same time, you just can't help but think like, no, he's the bad guy, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure he has a reason for what he does, and again, that's what I want to know the most. But I also almost want that anonymous, just because how exciting it is. Like it's so exciting to know, like what is Doom's drive? What makes him be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna, rule the universes. So I mean, obviously, it's to be under his own image and everything. And, Latveria loves Doctor Doom for what he did for them, like keeping their city and everything or their country under protection and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, if you had to pick a hero that hasn't already been announced, what hero would you want to see in Doomsday um or Secret Wars?
That's a silly question. I'm
So,
gonna go for it. It's not really a silly question. This is a very valid question. I would 100% go for Ghost Rider.
I thought so, and honestly, I mean, I just wanted to ask just in case. Personally, I want to see the Defenders. Like I know we have pretty much everyone else, but I would love, or actually,
I feel like we're already gonna get the Defenders with the Daredevil Punisher show, or
yeah,
Daredevil Born Again.
yeah, no, I changed my mind. I want to see Moon Knight. I want to see Moon Knight in that movie
Oh,
so
Moon Knight
bad.
will be badass.
I want to see Oscar Isaac reprising his role as Moon Knight. I want to see that so bad.
They need to
Oh
come out with a
gosh.
new season, dude.
Like I know people joke about it, but he really is kind of like the Batman of, well, okay, not in popularity obviously, but like in how he fights and the style and everything. It's just so cool. Like he is such a cool character, and I hate that they are not doing a season 2. I hope they reconsider after the reboot, or and maybe even get a new actor or whatever, cuz Oscar Isaac I guess kind of has some mixed feelings about Disney, which I don't blame him after both Star Wars and now Moon Knight, like, so, but Yeah, no, I agree. Like I want Ghost Rider or Moon Knight, but I think Moon Knight's my number one after everyone else. Because I wouldn't even mind if Toby wasn't actually in it, but like with the strong rumors of him being in it, like it's kind of hard to not think that he isn't in it. Like I don't know.
Well, if they don't bring Ghost Rider, I would at least like to see Andrew. Not even if it's only for like 5, 6 minutes. I don't care. I would like to at least see him for just a
Yeah.
little bit.
And honestly, with them not willing to do a sequel, so they Raimi and Marvel, I think, both came out and said we're not doing Spider-Man 4, which is a sad, unfortunate news, which means I don't think we're going to get the Amazing Spider-Man 3 either. And honestly, I wouldn't mind either or of them because like those both sound like really cool ideas. But admittedly, in a way, I can see where the companies are coming from. They're like, we have one Spider Man, he should be the main focus, which I agree. Like, I think at some point, I do want a new Peter Parker other than Tom Holland. Like, I love Tom Holland and I think he does a great job, but I do want to see a younger person take on that role solely because like I want to see the progression of comic book Peter like go through what, you know, the other two Spider-Man went through. Like obviously they could reset it and be like, "Oh, actually, you know, Aunt May's not dead and you know, Uncle Ben was his inspiration, not Aunt May." Cuz like even like another guy that does this sort of thing like us, like the whole pop culture thing, he was like there was no way the original plan was for No Way Home to reset everything. That was not the original plan. He was convinced that was the case, and I'm starting to see where he's coming from. Because I think, and like he said, it took them two movies to realize that this is not what Spider Man is. You know what I mean? Like, Spider Man is his own hero. He should not be getting. He should not be relying on Stark Tech. Like he shouldn't be Iron Man Jr. It's like it's just not in the cards for him like in that sort of sense. Like but what do you think? Like would you want to see someone else take the mantle? Do you think they should replace him with Miles after the reboot and after Tom's done with his contract? Like
I'll be completely honest. Yeah, if they do a live action Miles, I'll be 100% okay with it. Um, I think it's a time. Unfortunate. Well, I say unfortunately because it's like I grew up with it, so it just feels unfortunate. But like I feel like it is time to like we mentioned before, just like pass down the mantle, because they're they're all getting pretty old, especially Tobey Maguire. He's getting old. No offense, dude. Andrew, he's getting also older. So it's like these roles really can't fit them anymore, but it's nice to be able to, have seen him, and it would be cool to like see him for a last, say goodbye type deal, or die in a heroic way, or whatever need be, and then Miles Morales like appears or something. Like I would be 100% okay with Miles Morales like retaking over.
yeah, and I agree like I think Miles is the stepping stone at some point. I love Peter Parker too much. Like he's my bread and butter. Like he's the superhero I've grown up with, and you know, it would not only be hard to say goodbye to the OGs, it would be hard for me to say goodbye to Peter Parker a lot. Like I again, like I can definitely see where people are coming from in terms of like, you know, like oh, Miles is the next step, which I agree. Like I think he's a phenomenal character. Just for me, it will be difficult like to see him go. Like I hate to say it, but like he is the iconic Spider-Man. I have seen some people that have come out and said like, "Oh yeah, no, Miles was the one I grew up on," which is totally fine. But it's the same for me. Like, uh, Peter Parker was the Spider-Man I grew up on, like always has been. So, and I have nothing against Miles as a character either. In fact, I wouldn't even mind if they did something along the lines of the Spider-Man game where they both coexist. Like not one or the other has to exist. Like they can both exist in the same at the same time. And I wouldn't even mind if they did something like uh they like first one's Peter Parker, second one's Miles, and then third one like Miles is the official successor. Like that should be like 7, 8, and 9 if they ever did decide to do another 3 movies after Tom's. And like even Tom came out and said like, yeah, no, I would love to implement Miles and do something for a kid like um RDJ did for me, where he kind of mentored me as an actor, but also as like a friend and everything. And I thought that was pretty sweet, and that was kind of a
Hmm.
cool touch because in a way that almost does make him like the real Spider-Man, like some training someone to be a successor. Like, and I mean, not that it's comic accurate, but like in the movie Into the Spider-Verse, like that's what the origin or not original, but the Peter Parker of his universe would have done for him if he hadn't died to Kingpin. So that I thought that was a nice little sentiment from Tom, and honestly, that goes to show that he's ready to let go of the character, but he also, like a lot of us fans, just holds that character near and dear to our hearts. That it will be hard to say goodbye, but we can all accept a goodbye at some point. So,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, well, here's another thing. Remember when Bully Maguire became actual Bully Maguire? It's like like yeah, it was the suit that did it, but like he seemed compared to other Spider-Man or other Peter Parkers, it seems like he was more willing, like he was more okay with like letting go, like letting himself go and becoming something completely different. It like changed more than just his personality. It changed like him entirely, and he was so okay with it. But that kind of like makes me wonder because that was just like over a breakup. You know what I mean? So like imagine how bad he would turn out to be if his whole world and everything got destroyed just because of one man. Like imagine how upset he would be just to find out that some space time gods ripped him out of his world when he could have potentially, in his eyes, thought, hey, maybe I could save my universe, and then got yanked out, and then he's just there, and he would be so genuinely upset. I'm just scared to see how like dark he'd go. Like I mean, yeah, he did stop Tom Holland from killing Green Goblin, but like at the same time, I feel like it. I feel like that's just gonna. I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna get so dark, not for a long, but like enough, and then he'll get beat around and then get like back to normal. But that made any sense. Hello. Okay. Um, what else? What else? What else? I'm trying to think of something more pop culture, like something like Marvel that's new. I mean, I am very upset with Marvel for the fact that like they're releasing Doomsday before um what am I trying to say? Before we get a Spider-Man trailer, because I was more hyped. I'm really excited to get a Spider-Man trailer, but they haven't released one yet. But yet we're gonna get a trailer for a movie that's gonna come out further down the line, at the end of the year, um, that's
Oh
just my
shoot, I was
mind.
muted. Gosh damn it, dude.
Yeah, you
How
were.
how long was I muted?
Ever since I got done talking about the whole Bully Maguire.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just saying like when you were or well, actually I'll let you finish cuz
I forgot what I was gonna say, I'll be honest.
well, okay, so before I cuz I didn't even mean to do it that time. But anyway, so kind of like what you were saying, I don't know if Toby would be mature enough or not to get past like his whole world being destroyed because like you were saying about like how he stopped Tom from making the same mistakes he did as a Spider-Man, like where he literally
Mhm.
like and it wasn't even on purpose, like he accidentally killed his uncle's killer, and that led him down not necessarily a dark path but like down like a path that he can almost not like live down. Like he accidentally killed a man when he had the power to just stop the man, which technically in the comics he does just stop him. Like in the comics he doesn't end up killing his uncle's killer, or at least I don't think so. Not that I recall. He lets the police take him and everything, but so um oh yeah, okay, so for more pop culture though, are you a Masters of the Universe kind of guy? Like, are you a He-Man dude?
Yeah, I love He-Man. Okay,
Did
let me rephrase. I love He-Man, but I don't remember much of He-Man. Like He-Man was like a thing I watched all the time as a kid, but I can't remember a lot. I know Skeletor, I know He-Man, I know he rode on a giant saber tooth and other stuff, but I don't really remember a whole much. Like I remember Skeletor and all that, but
I'm in the same boat because my dad was the one that grew up with He-Man, and it was on I think Netflix or something at one point, and he showed us, or he tried to show me and my brother He-Man, because he loved He-Man. They recently dropped a trailer for a new live action interpretation of He-Man. And I gotta say, even not being a He-Man fan, and maybe my uh, opinion is skewed because of that. It looks pretty cool. Like I think they did the franchise some justice here. They nailed, in my opinion, Skeletor's design. The question now whether is he gonna have the screechy like voice, or is he gonna go in a more darker like, because here's the other thing too, Jared Leto is Skeletor, so if that's any inkling to all you movie heads out there, I don't know how much people genuinely just can't stand Jared Leto. Again, personally, I don't think I have a lot to say on the man. I don't know him personally. I know he has some questionable things about him, but I'm not one to judge, so I'm not going to say anything. I really don't know the guy, and I don't know like if the accusations about him are true either. So, yeah, but what do you think about that? Travis?
Mhm. Sorry. Um, my controller died.
Oh, you're good.
Um, from what I've seen with Jared Leto, like on social media and like people randomly coming up to him, he never seemed dickish. Like he always seemed polite. He always seemed happy. Like there's this one guy I seen. He walks up to Jared Leto. I guess they're in like a strip mall at like in California or something. They're just walking around in the mall, and he walks up to Jared Leto and he's like, "Hey, I do like sketches and drawings. I was wondering if I could draw you." And Jared Leto's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, no, of course." He's like, "Do you have anywhere to be?" And Jared Leto goes, "I have somewhere to be, but I can let it hold on for a minute. Like I can do this real quick." And so he sits down and they just start drawing, and Jared Leto's just telling him he's asking about Tron. They're talking about Tron, his favorite like things to do, favorite movies to work on, and he seems like a very decently nice guy. He was even very happy, and signed the picture, and then asked if he can take a picture with him, and then said wanted to get a copy, and then they hung out and got coffee together. Anyways, so just from what I've seen, he seems like a good guy. It's just like I feel like he
He
needs like his acting is getting. I don't know. It's like I feel like he needs to sit back for a minute and like wait for a role to come to him instead of him chasing roles, because like that's how I feel like more actors get the most like fitted
flack.
roles. Yeah, like the most fitted, like suited role for them is like a role will come up to them, and then like it just feels like more like, oh, like I should be this person because they came to me and it feels like it should be me instead of him being like, oh, I want to do this, I want to be this person, because then you're forcing yourself to be something that you're not, and it makes yourself like it makes you not be true to yourself, and it makes it like like you can see the masks that you're trying to put on rather than you being becoming the mask because it came to you. You know what I mean?
Man, I should really take your advice on me with my freaking branding, because holy crap, bro, that was a good speech. And honestly, I agree fully. Like, find something that works for you rather than vice versa. Also, kind of funny side note, I was watching a TikTok. Do you remember the old live action Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies?
Yeah.
Or not old, but like, you know what I mean. Well, I guess old now because those came out in like what, 2008 or something?
Yes, summer back when we were still in school. Yeah.
Yeah. So the actor for Greg Heffley actually tried to be Spider-Man. Like he went in and uh for casting and everything, and he was at one point like, not, I don't think he was decided, but he went in wanting to be Spider-Man. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Huh.
But
I,
um
I have another random thing for you if we're
yeah, no, go
talking.
ahead.
So like it is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Remember the kid that when Greg was doing the play and he was like a tree and some kid was a bush or whatever? Like it was
I,
like playing a DS or something. Remember that kid?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna get dark. Not intentionally quick. Um, that kid that played as the bush acts like actually killed his mom in real life while she was playing the piano.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the kid that played the bush in Diary of a Wimpy Kid killed his, I think she was like 73 or 63-year-old mom while she was playing the piano.
What the why?
I don't, it doesn't say, but it does say that he killed his mom and he's in prison, like he's arrested, like
Well,
he's
I'd
gone.
hope so, because that's
Yeah, but
messed
like,
the hell up. Like, his mom either must have been abusive or he was messed up in the head. I mean, again, I can't. I don't know.
it's just wild. I didn't mean to like turn the tables dark. I just meant to like throw it out. I've been
Well, I mean,
throwing
I was
out
gonna
like
say
interesting facts.
we were already talking about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so I guess might as well. Like, that's
Uh,
so weird and messed up, though. But yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm trying to, because there were other people that were, um, you know, wanting to be Spider-Man. I'm trying to remember the other actors. I think the kid that was, um, oh yeah, Josh Hutcherson, the guy who plays PETA in the Hunger Games, and most recently
Oh,
Mike Schmidt in what was it? In Five Nights at Freddy's. Jeez, that slipped my brain for a second.
oh no, his name's I forgot what that guy's name was. Oh,
I think
from
the guy.
you just said it, Mike Schmidt from Five Nights at Freddy's. I love that kid. He played in Zathura when I was younger in that one board game movie.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
No? Okay, so it's about like two brothers. They get grounded home alone. Both their parents are at work. I think they hired a babysitter. She's kind of a jerk. Um, but anyways, they're playing. They find this board game. and they're playing a board game like Jumanji, but instead of like the jungle and everything, it's like space. So like there's a space rocket, and you like push a button and tell you how many times your spaceship will move, and it's a racing game. So you're racing two ships against each other. Um, and it gets like so intense that it like takes their house into space. It's obviously all in the game, but like it's like Jumanji, but cool. I think it's cooler than Jumanji in my opinion. But
Well, I might have to give it a look then.
it's really interesting. That character's in it. He's the older brother. It's him when he was way younger though. I mean like
I
way younger.
remember he was in that one movie about him and the girl like becoming friends or whatever, and they go away to this like magical place every time they
Oh,
get.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah, 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 that one.
Yeah. That's
And
a really
she,
sad movie. How
yeah, I
dare
was
you?
gonna
Bring
say
up
like
memories.
she tragically passes away. Like I was like, damn. Well, as a kid, I was like, damn. I probably said dang, but that's besides the point. Did you hear anything about like all the stuff about the Batman? Did you hear about that stuff?
Like with Robert Pattinson?
Yes, yeah.
I
Did you
have
hear
not
some of the
no.
new casting? Okay, so there's two. Okay, so one of them's not new. I guess the other one technically isn't new, but it's most recent. So one of them was Scarlett Johansson. No confirmed role. A lot of people have speculation on who she could be. But then the other one was Sebastian Stan.
Mm.
And his rumored role is supposed to be Harvey Dent, aka Two Face, which honestly sounds kind of cool to me. I seeing the Winter Soldier as Two Face, that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Eh, they gotta dye his hair though.
I I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do because like the weird thing about the Batman is he's grounded, kind of like Christian Bale's, where it's more realistic, but at the same time, like Joker's kind of comic accurate with like he definitely fell into some chemicals and went insane. Like obviously his skin's a little bit more mangled than it should be, but like he's got the green hair and everything. Riddler is probably the most realistic, down to earth Batman villain besides someone like Two Face and Scarecrow, I guess. Scarecrow could be one too, just using hallucinogens. But like they said the main villain for that film was supposed to be a character that hasn't been seen on the big screen before, and that's who supposedly Scarlett Johansson's character is going to play. Who it
Mm.
is, what it is, I don't know. And quite frankly, I like Batman, but I don't know his full rogues galleries. I know the basic ones like Joker, Harley, Bane, Poison Ivy, um, Mister Freeze, and all of them. Like I know his pretty popular rogues gallery, but in terms of like bigger or like less popular
Mm.
or not as well known characters, I don't know. So and supposedly it's a character from Phantom of the Mask or something like that. I can't remember the full name of that film or if that's even the name of the film, but yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, so two pieces of comic book lore, obviously, and then on that note, we also have He-Man. So we've talked He-Man a little bit, not a lot because we both like know of it, but don't really remember it or all that. So
Like I remember having a toy of He-Man. I remember watching He-Man. It's just I don't like it was so long ago. It's just one of those like distant memories that my brain has to find the key to unlock that door. But
yeah,
it's in there. I just gotta keep pushing. But
I just remember that one YouTube video like where it's making fun of He-Man And he's like, I say, hey, yay, 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 yay. And I say, hey, like that whole video, and it's like
Mhm.
edited to that song or something. Like, yeah,
I
that's
keep
that's
getting ones of like Skeletor just popping up, and he just like spits out random, weirdly, really crazy like known facts about random things. I get those a lot.
that sounds like something our buddy Logan would have done if he started a channel like that. Let's see, how much time do we got? Just so that way we don't go too over or anything.
Yeah.
So we got about 5 minutes. Um, okay, trying to think. Think. Because there was a lot. Like, there was a lot of announcements. Oh, yeah. Okay, for us Star Wars fans, I totally almost blanked this. Maul Shadow Lord will be dropping soon this year. And that will be an animated TV show based around Darth Maul after the events of Order 66. And 1 second, I'm getting a phone call.
You're fine. Okay. I'm excited because I want to see. Well, I really want Star Wars to do this. I don't know if they will, but I want them to do it. To do a show. If they did a show, I feel like a show would be able to like be a better representation of him, but like of a Star Killer or something. I really want to see more Star Killer. I know we came out with the game. The game is the only thing I remember from Star Killer. I'll be completely honest, but that's really all I needed to see. Um, I just wanted more Star Killer. Um, Pretty badass. He's one of my favorite like characters. Um, I know a lot of people hate it, but like it would be kind of interesting and weird to see a version of Jar Jar as a Sith Lord. I mean, we all know he is a Sith Lord, but like it'd be kind of interesting to see like
Alrighty, I'm back.
a Sith Lord Jar Jar.
Is that what you were talking about while I was gone?
Yeah,
Darth Jar Jar. Oh,
yeah.
man. Admittedly, okay, so, like, I like the meme, but I don't know. I would hate if that was
I was talking
actually
about
him.
other things besides just that, but yeah, that is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could get behind that, to be honest. I don't hate it. I don't. Like, and I'm not
What
gonna.
about? Could you get behind a TV show about Star Killer and like his backstory
Yes.
and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Plus, Sam Witwer, the guy who voiced Starkiller, voices Darth Maul. Like he was Darth Maul throughout all the Clone Wars, through Star Wars Rebels, and then yeah, obviously the newest Darth Maul show, which I think is super cool because on top of that, Sam Witwer is like a super Star Wars nerd, and I love that. Like I love actors and actresses that like are genuine like nerds too. And I'm getting another phone call. What the hell? Okay, 1 second.
You're good. So as I was saying, Darth Jar Jar would be an amazing aspect, an amazing member of the team. I don't care what anyone else says. He's gonna be awesome. I want to see him there. I want to be able to see him do front flips and stuff. I want to see him do his full powers. It'd be cool if he had red lightning. I don't know what Darth Jar Jar has, but if he had that ability, A1, man, I couldn't be any more excited. It's not like it's a guarantee or anything, but if it is Darth Jar Jar, I also want to see the lizard come back. The lizard is badass. Or bad A, part of my French there for you children out there. Yeah, I want to see the lizard come back, the one that Obi-Wan was riding, when he was fighting, Grievous. Yeah, what movie that is, so maybe I don't really have a right to say, but I would be very excited to see him come back, even though I don't think he will. I believe he died in that one, which to me not real. He never died. Um, so yeah, that doesn't count. If that means anything, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah.
You're
So,
you're good.
have you watched Clone Wars? Have you watched Clone Wars yet?
No, I don't have Disney anymore.
Oh, gotcha. I was gonna say because you definitely should watch Clone Wars. The next chance you get, because it's so good.
Everyone
Like,
keeps telling me it's so good.
yeah, no, it is though. Like, it's like okay, and to kind of add on to that, Kathleen Kennedy is finally out of the picture. So Dave Filoni is not only the head of Star Wars, but he's also the creative director. So he basically anything that happens is his say. So kind of like
Mm.
James Gunn with DC and um uh James Gunn with DC and Kevin Feige with Marvel. So and that's honestly super exciting for us Star Wars fans cuz holy crap, she destroyed that franchise. I was holding back before, but then recently I came across a compilation of her like straight up lying in interviews, saying stuff like, "Oh, we don't have source material. We don't have like tons of comics and books to read from." And then it cuts over to an interview way before that with George Lucas, the original um, CEO or whatever of Star Wars, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we have a bunch of books and a bunch of other stories to pull from." And then it cuts back to her. "Oh yeah, George never wrote 7, 8, and 9." And then cuts
What?
back to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I wrote 7, 8, and 9. Um, I had the scripts ready to go and everything." So she's just straight up lying
Oh yeah.
about like everything that happened. And that made me like originally I was just like, yeah, I don't want her like in charge of Star Wars anymore. But now I'm like good riddance. Like actually good riddance for just being a straight liar to the whole franchise to the whole fandom. Come to me before we end and send it out when it's time. Okay, well, TP me to you then, because we are just about
Oh.
over. But yeah,
Okay.
so that was that was super frustrating as a Star Wars fan to see. Ooh, got the Hobbit hole going on. Nice. I love it. Everyone else love it because I love it. Ooh, what are
I
the?
got
Oh
that.
my,
Those are lava lamps.
that's so sick. Is that for this mashup pack specifically?
Yeah.
Nice. But that is unfortunately all the time we have left. So what a good way to end on. A really sweet space to hang out in. That's pretty sick. Love the
Yeah, I like it.
fireplace.
I like it mostly because like these windows are like technically ceiling windows from like a distance, but when you get closer, like
You can
ground level.
see. Yeah, that is pretty dope. But yeah, that's all I got.
Wait,
Any last?
are you on PC right now?
No. Why?
Oh, because you spun really quickly. It looked like you're just on PC.
Are you
You did the whole
sure?
PC spin.
Oh. But
Okay.
yeah, any last thoughts before we dip?
Last thoughts. Just stay positive. Never let anyone tell you you can't do anything. If you don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. You can do anything that you put your mind to. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Never give up. Always stay positive. Even if someone's being a jerk on the road, just take a breath, breathe in, let it out. Because the way I see the reason why I've been having a lot more better days at work, even though my job sucks, is because on my way to work, I'll breathe in, I'll breathe out, and I'll be like, okay, the day's only as bad as I make it become. The day will only, be negative if I let it be negative. So if I stay positive, I'll have a positive outcome. That's just what I've been doing, and it helps me a lot. So I'm just passing it on. Um, Other than that, make sure you guys go follow my boy over here on Twitch. Multi-Might. He makes some pretty interesting content. He does some pretty cool videos. I've been watching him while I'm at work. I'll literally hook up his stream to my headphones, place it on my toolbox, and start working on a car while he's over there playing. And occasionally I'll watch. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, he makes some cool content. He's has a YouTube channel growing up right now. Multi-hyphen might, so it's spelled the same, just with a hyphen in between. Go drop a follow and subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure to do the same thing as he said for his channel on Twitch. He was actually just streaming some Diablo before we hopped on here, so go check him out for sure. Make sure to also check out the Sense of Humor podcast YouTube channel, where all our old and past episodes have been. You guys can go revisit some or watch some for the first time, if any you might have missed. Um, we're almost hitting the 100 mark, which is crazy cool, honestly. And I think maybe we could do something special for that when that hopefully eventually happens. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you again, everybody, so much for watching and or listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!
Peace.